Hey everybody, Henrico White, board chair for the Frankie Mae Foundation. And do you know what today is? It's Talk About It Tuesday. Frankie Mae Foundation, and we got a special surprise for you today. So in just a second, I'm going to bring our executive director on, Venitra White Dean, the best executive director of any nonprofit organization, and the best baby sister. And I tell you what, let's just bring Venitra on right now. What's up, baby sis?
Hey, I might have to pay you for all them good things you saying.
Oh, doggone it. You can hear it? Doggone it. I ain't mean for you to hear that.
I can hear. You just you had me in the background, but I can hear everything.
I ain't mean for you to hear good things about yourself.
Look, where's Brian Rand? You and Brian Rand know y'all love me.
Yeah, we do. So listen, let's get some folks on. Facebook friends, tag your friends. Share your Facebook page. Share the post. Get some folks to be a part of. We're on LinkedIn right now. We're on my YouTube channel. I think we're on the Frankie Mae Foundation's page. Venitra, any other platforms you put us on?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we're on the platforms that we know about right there.
Is it a way to I know we can do it later, but what about Instagram? Can you connect it to Instagram?
I think Instagram has a challenge right now. We're kind of going straight to the platform, so we'll get that later on. So what's been going on? What you been doing?
What have I been doing today? Sitting at the laptop as usual. Then I had I went to see Gerald. I had to do some stuff for Gerald today too. So I've been busy today.
So what you do for the foundation today? You've been sitting in front of your laptop, running up the Gerald. What's going on?
Sending out emails. Applied for a grant.
Okay.
I sent the information off last week, and she emailed me to get some additional information. So I was gathering some stuff for that. So I think we got three grants in the pipeline that we're waiting to hear back from. So, and then we have other grants that I'm looking through to see what all we can apply for and get some more funding.
Sounds good. So did I show you? Did you see what I put on the page, on the description today for the Frankie Mae Foundation? Talk About It Tuesday. Did you see that description today?
Let me see. It's on your Facebook page.
Yeah, it should. Yeah.
See, I like StreamYard. I can get on my laptop and see what's going on without, because when we were doing Facebook, I had to be on my cell phone, and it was hard to. Let me see. Frankie Mae Foundation. Oh, okay.
Came straight from the website.
Hmm.
Came straight from the website.
Yeah, look at you.
I probably need to edit something a little bit. Let me see if I can do it on here. Join in and share with others. There you go. Let's say that. And they see us every single week, Venitra, but they don't know. There are those who know us but may not know that we've got an older sister.
Mm-hmm.
And before we bring her on, you kind of said it a little bit ago, but I also had heard. I stopped by the church office today, and my executive assistant Kaylin told me, because he was, when I gave him the brother dap, he said, "Forgive me, I'm a little sweaty right now." I'm like, "Why are you so sweaty? It's not like this is a hard job. It's not like we don't have AC here in the church office. What's going on?" He said, "Well, your sister and a friend were in a gym, exercising and playing basketball." I said, "My sister was playing basketball?"
She ain't tell me that.
So he probably was sweating from trying to pick her up off the floor.
Mm-hmm.
She was probably trying to play basketball.
Yeah, she didn't tell me she was playing, but she just told me she and they were working out. No, she said she was at the church working out, and I was like, "Who you at the church with?" but I didn't know they were playing basketball.
They're playing basketball.
I would love to have been a fly on the wall for that.
If I had time, I had to run home and get on Zoom for continuing ed class for real estate. I was going to stay at the church and do it, but I finished the meeting earlier today. Stopped by the church and said, "Hey, I could take class right here in my sunroom." And I would have gone by there to see her in the gym, but I figured Kaylin got her up off the floor.
Yeah, she was fine. She was fine.
But she is a board member for the Frankie Mae Foundation. And before we bring her on, get some more folks to join us. Get some more folks. The Frankie Mae Foundation is all about caregivers. Frankie Mae Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit foundation that focuses on supporting caregivers who are taking care of a loved one at home in the Charlotte, North Carolina, and surrounding areas. We passionately support caregivers through various resources. There's much information on our website, frankiemayfoundation.com. Venitra, who is our executive director, is a wealth of information, connections, networking to be sure that caregivers get the support that they need. One of our most diligent, most faithful board members is Ardise White Black. And I think we've had her in the waiting room long enough. Let's bring her on, and don't tell her we were talking about her, Venetia. Don't tell her we were talking about her.
Look, because you don't bring her on now, she get antsy. She probably in the craft room making some crafts.
She's doing something.
Yeah, she's doing something.
Marquisha Stewart, that's who she is. Yeah. What's going on, Big Sis?
I heard you talking about me. Don't hate. Don't hate. Appreciate.
You ain't tell me y'all were playing basketball.
Yeah, I had to show Kaylin a little something.
Yeah. She gonna be stop, dropping, and rolling out the bed tomorrow.
That part right there.
Well, we're gonna have the Frankie Mae Foundation is gonna have to give some support to JB.
Yeah,
take care of his wife.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
That's exactly right.
So those who are on right now, do you see the family resemblance right here? Is there any resemblance at all?
No.
I'm the cute one.
I'm the cutest one.
I know.
I'm cuter than cute.
If you say so.
Evan, what's going on?
What's that
All
jeans?
of you look like Frankie Mae.
I tell you, her jeans were strong.
But Rico looked like Cat too, so I don't know.
That's true.
He a combination.
Yeah, that head give it away for sure.
Yeah.
For daddy, yeah.
Definitely that head.
We all got that Frankie Mae nose.
Yeah. And you got Cat's head and Cat's mannerisms.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Okay, Evan Love says, "Hi, Pastor.
What's going on?" So if you know a caregiver, know someone who was a caregiver, someone who could possibly be a caregiver in the near future, they want to be a part of Talk About It Tuesdays. They want to hear what goes on with the foundation. We've got two of the finest. We got the finest executive director, one of the finest board members, and we just Ardise, welcome to Talk About It Tuesday.
Thank you. I finally get to join. Since I heard you talking about my phone.
Well, prior to us using StreamYard, we had to do it through Apple products, and Ardise with her Android just would not conform. She wouldn't do it. She wouldn't convert.
Nope.
We went to we were volunteering Saturday at a United Way function, and it was a guy there with a Samsung phone with when I saw his pictures he was taking with that phone. Now I have to say that camera came out like trash.
Exactly. That's why I won't get rid of it.
Yeah, his phone was like, wow. I was blown away by that phone quality. The camera quality.
Yep.
Yeah, it
So
was nice.
and I'm looking at the numbers and I'm thinking, wow, the numbers are lower. And I forgot this is a special edition of Talk About It Tuesday because we are normally on at 4:30, and today, because of scheduling and situations, we're on at 5:30. So there's some folks who are probably looking for us right now. There's Maurice Hudson.
Hey, Maurice.
And
Hey, Maurice.
last week, Maurice got some wonderful information, and RDs. Not only did Maurice get great information about the foundation, but we talk about some of everything, and Maurice found out about AARP and the discounts he could get.
Amen. Amen.
Right then.
Maurice needs to let me know.
Sure.
Yes, Maurice needs to let me know.
I tell you, we are a wealth of information, and that information about AARP.
Look, Evan said, is it Evan, or how do you pronounce the name? I don't want to mispronounce. Evan, I have my AARP. So listen, we all on that AARP bandwagon.
You applied online last week. I want all my discounts.
I know that's right. Oh, Angela Poole says she's team Samsung too with the camera.
That's right. That's right.
Well, that
Angela is.
That Samsung camera must be the bomb because we see all the pictures
Yeah.
out there.
If nobody else take pictures, it's if nobody else take pictures, Angela gonna take pictures. Actually, lady, so you can.
Okay, well, I didn't want to put that name out there. I want to be sure I have permission to put, other names out there online, lady. I want to be sure.
Look, that's like our friend we grew up with calling her lady, and so her real name is Rico, and I can never get used to Rico. I'm just so used to calling her lady.
Yeah, so I want to be sure that on this online world that we don't do it, but lady is wonderful people.
So on this platform, how do you see who's on?
There is a comment box. You can see who makes the comments. Are you on your phone or are you on your computer?
I'm on my computer.
Yeah, on the right. So Venitra, how do you take a look at the comments? Because it's just on my screen.
Yeah, on mine, on the right-hand side, it says private chat or comments.
Okay.
No comments, so you can see all the comments that's coming on.
Okay, now I see.
So everybody who is on right now, give a great big shout out to RD. Say, hey, RDs, ARDISE. Come on. Let me see some comments to say, welcome, RDs. Welcome to Talk About It Tuesday. Come on. She needs to see her name, y'all. Come on. We want to see.
Give me a little love.
First one, Connie. First one, Connie.
Connie was the first one. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Connie going to be on here now. Connie going to be on here. Connie, Maurice, Angela.
Thank you.
Look, where's Brian Rand? I'm getting ready to. Oh, he just texted me.
So let's talk a little bit. RDs.
Yes.
You remember when Venitra first started talking about the idea of a foundation or something to honor and to remember Mom? You remember that time. So what were some of the thoughts that were going through your head and your heart during that time?
During that time, I mean, I was excited. I was excited for her. And I remember what she had to go through when she was taking care of Mom and the excitement she had about caring for the other caregivers. It just warmed my heart because I know if anybody knew how hard it is to take care of somebody, she did. And if it was her passion to help somebody, help other caregivers, I was right there with her. I was like, what do you need me to do? I'll do it. What do you need me to do? I got it. I got you. So I knew I wasn't the one that wanted to be in the forefront, but I'm going to be right there behind her, pushing her. And that's what I wanted to do.
And part of what she does, notice I say it part because she does a lot, the website. She handles all the website content. I have no clue how to even begin putting stuff on the website, but that's her baby. That's her baby.
Connie, put the website address in the comments, FrankieMaeFoundation.com. And I am encouraging, at your leisure, go take a look for everybody. Go take a look at the website. That is the handiwork of our D's White Black, who absolutely is a board member for the Frankie Mae Foundation. And the second child of and the first daughter of Frankie Mae.
Actually,
Yeah.
the third. The
Well,
third child?
yeah, you are the third, actually. You are, because there was an original Venitra that didn't survive. So Venitra, you are Venitra the second.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
That sounds like royalty. That sounds like royalty.
Damn. Venitra the second.
We need to have a coronation for you.
I got to come up with another, it's like Lord such and such of Canterbury, something. So I need Venitra the second of
Angel Oak.
That works.
There you go. That got a ring to it. That has a ring to it.
That works. We'll do that. Now let's get the coronation together.
For those who may not know, I got another name for Venitra that I can't say online, so we'll just stick with the Angel Oak today.
Right.
Connie said, "Bless her in the heart."
That's right, Connie.
Bless her in the heart.
As every week we talk about the foundation, we talk about some things that the foundation does, but we also like throwing in a Frankie Mae story every now and then. And DC, you and I, along with others, would when Venitra would have those moments or needed a break, we step in, jump in. And I remember one Saturday you got Mama, and she wanted to go to church. You want to tell us that story?
When she wanted to go to church.
It was a Saturday. You had her at your house.
Oh, when I told I wanted to go upstairs and take a shower, so I had one of my kids to watch Mom. So because I know she ready to get out the house in a second now. So I was upstairs taking a shower. I came back downstairs. Here Mama is ringing the doorbell. And I'm like, how did you get outside? She said she had been up there waiting for somebody to take her to church. She had been at the top of the hill, waiting for somebody to pick her up for church. I don't even know how she got out the house. I was just too outdone. I said, she was waiting for Dad to pick her up for church.
She was a magician.
Right.
She was a magician.
Like, how did you get outside?
Look, you could have been sitting right there in the room with her, and she would have got past, and you wouldn't have known she got
true.
past.
She had her luggage, everything. I mean, her purse, her luggage. She was supposed to be staying the weekend. Yeah, she had it all outside up at the top of the hill.
I don't want to go to church. There was also one day you had her at your house on the Saturday. And,
when I had to turn on the TV?
Yeah.
Okay, yes. When I had to turn the TV off for her to watch one of the recordings for church, so she would think she was at church. She was determined she was going to church. So I had to turn on the TV and put on one of the recordings so she could see Rico on church.
Yeah, because I remember you told the story. You said that she said, I want to go to church. I want to go to church. You're like, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Church. So you turn on the TV. Oh, hush. I'm on live. You hush.
Marvin said he on live too.
So you turn on to a station. They had some gospel music playing or some gossip, and so Mama was singing for a few moments. Then she said, I want to go to my church.
Oh, see, you remember better than I do.
I want to go to my church. We will hear you guys. So then it hit you. Oh, I can go to the website. I can put it on, Chrome it on TV. And she was for the next 2 hours. She was fine right there.
She was fine right there, sitting down at her church.
Mm-hmm. Look, whatever it took at that moment.
I tell you.
That's how she was with Richard. If Richard was playing on his PlayStation and she started getting antsy, she would sit beside him for hours watching him play PlayStation. He wouldn't even be playing. Sometimes he would just have a remote, just messing around, just to keep her sitting right there instead of into everything, because she would get into everything.
Everything. Connie say she was smooth. Yeah, she was smooth.
Smooth operator. Yes, she was.
Smooth operator. Yes, she was.
She was.
We keep her memory alive, and we continue to honor her by just helping take care of caregivers. Because when I tell you that Venitra White Dean did an outstanding job being the primary caregiver for our mom, Frankie Mae.
Yes, she did.
We made it look easy.
We know better.
Behind the scenes, whew, Lord. But we made it look easy because we had a routine. Richard and I had a routine, and we worked good together with each other, with Gracious Living, with y'all, with the people at Weeping Willow. We had a routine, and we made it work.
Yeah, Venitra would do, she had mom every day, all day. But when, she and, Wookie Dean and Aubrey would have, would plan themselves a weekend getaway, Venitra would schedule us for 12 or 24-hour increments. Because we couldn't handle all day every day.
Listen, you remember that Christmas? One Christmas we left to go over to Richard's sister's house for a few hours.
Oh my gosh.
We about tore these living room to pieces.
Oh my gosh.
When we got back, it was lampshades, cockeyed, and all kinds
Everything. I literally had to sit on Mama's lap. I literally had to sit on her lap and put my arm around and just sit there.
Busy. Ooh, she was busy. She was busy.
But I bet she's smiling from glory right now, saying, "Look at what my babies are doing to keep me alive."
Mm-hmm. Yep. She is. That she is. And I'm sitting here because I got the website pulled up on my second screen, and just sitting here looking at her little picture.
Yesterday, one of my memories on Facebook was some pictures of mom that popped up on yesterday.
Yep, her little self. Yep, just
so. Nene, tell those who may be on now, because we're on at 5:30. We may have some folks who are not normally on with us on that 4:30 time. Who we are as the Frankie Mae Foundation and what we offer.
So the Frankie Mae Foundation is a nonprofit 501c3 that is our mission in a nutshell is to just care for the caregiver. So we provide respite care, other resources for family caregivers. That respite care could look like coming to our monthly meetups. When you're at our meetups, we provide the financial piece to pay for someone to sit with your loved one so you can come to the monthly meetup. We have, and at the meetups, and it's always every month I'm like, oh, that was my favorite one. But then the next month rolls around and I'm like, no, I think that was my favorite one. But we have good speakers, we have good fellowship, we have good food, the fun things we do. I mean, you can't leave from a monthly meetup and say you didn't have a good time. If you did, I need to talk to you one-on-one. But we really have a good time, and it's about having a good time, and it's also about learning about the resources that are available and forming connections with other caregivers. That social piece is so important to family caregivers, just knowing that other caregivers are out there going through what you're going through. And then what else do we have? Our caregiver chats on the first and third Wednesdays. We have caregiver chats on Zoom, and we have such a good discussion, such a good time. And we brainstorm some ideas for other things to do with the foundation, even on our caregiver chats. So it's just a a big family of caregivers. That's what it is. Just a big family. And we just love on each other. We keep each other lifted. We keep each other motivated. And we're all about helping each other through this caregiving journey. And speaking of monthly meetups, I just checked registration for our monthly meetups. We just opened it up last week, the end of last week, beginning of this week. We already have 30 people signed up for our May 27th meetup. So yeah, we're growing. The need is there. The word is getting out. We're making connections in the neighborhoods, in the churches. Word of mouth, caregivers are telling other caregivers. So the need is there. We know the need is there, and just being able to meet that need.
Yeah, one of the things that takes place at the monthly meetup. One monthly meetup is just a great time, a great venue for the caregivers to come together, to network, and to talk with other caregivers. Because one, it's just great to identify with people who can identify with what you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a speaker that speaks to issues that deal with care for your loved ones and care for the caregivers. But there's always a wonderful meal. There's always a wonderful setup. And one of the coordinators of that whole part of the monthly meetup is Ardise.
Mm-hmm.
And back there serving the food, doing her thing, being sure everything's together, got it in order, because she's also the chairman of the board of trustees for Weeping Willow AME Zion Church.
She wear a lot of hats too. She wear lots and lots of hats.
Yes.
But yeah, she is. We get together beforehand and set up, and she's there helping set up. And I mentioned last week, getting stuff together. When we first started out last year, 20, 30 people, it's totally different getting prepared for 60 people as it is. Last year we were preparing for 20, 30 tops, but now setting up tables and chairs and tablecloths and surveys and all that stuff, getting all that stuff together, it takes a lot. And she right there every step of the way doing what needs to be done.
She gets it done. She is a go-getter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the caregivers
I'm the one in the back. I'm the one. I don't like to be like them too. They can talk. They like talking. That's not me. I'm whatever you need me to do behind the scene.
But let something go
You
wrong.
see your face.
Let something go wrong. She may not be seen, but she'll be heard.
Yeah, because you see my face.
Don't tell them that part.
Get that right. Do that right.
The bossy one.
Somebody said that they're on, but they can't comment. Do you have it set up to?
No.
You have it limited to who can comment?
Not that I know of.
Oh. She said she's good with not commenting. She just wanted to let me know that she couldn't comment.
No, not that I know of. What?
Maybe do they have to be?
What platform is she using? Is she on Facebook? She may have to be a Facebook friend. I don't know. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't have the answer. I have not commanded StreamYard yet.
Well, so far I like it a whole lot better than Facebook Live. Should I say that? And we actually stream it too.
Stream it on Facebook.
Yeah, Connie says you should still be able to.
Yeah, you should
comment from Facebook.
Is she on Facebook, or is she on YouTube, or is she on?
Oh, I don't know.
LinkedIn? I don't know. But we're glad, everybody. We're glad you're here. We are always glad you're here for Talk About It Tuesday. Any new applications this week, Nene?
Yeah, I got an information session at 7 o'clock tonight.
So what happens on the information session?
The information session is, and I started doing them once a week for the past 3 weeks. I have to, for my sanity. We get on Zoom and I talk about general information, about the meetups, about the caregiver chat, about the food pantry, about Central Liner, just the general stuff. And then I make appointments to talk to them individually, because some people may have Medicaid, some people may not have Medicaid, some people may have a loved one with dementia, somebody might have someone with cancer. So instead of trying to talk to each person individually for an hour and a half, because normally that's what it was when I was first doing it, it would easily be an hour and a half talking to one person. So this way, at least I can get all the general information out to the people, and then we schedule time so I can talk to them about their specific situation. And that way, I'm not an hour and a half, 10 times a week. So that's
Smart.
yeah, absolutely. So I encourage everybody, when they first fill out the application, I'll send them an email. Please join us Tuesday for the general information session, and then we'll talk afterwards. And that has been very easy to navigate, and I'm getting a lot more done that way. And I think the new caregivers are coming on board and getting what they need to get as well. And then we've had to get some in the past month and a half. We've had to bring on 2 more volunteers to handle we call them the caregiver love calls, the CLCs now. And so we've had to bring on a couple more volunteers to handle the caregiver love calls. That's how much we're growing. And so the caregiver love calls, if you all don't know, it's where a volunteer calls the caregivers once a week, either call them, text them, or email them just to say, hey, thinking about you. Do you need anything? How you doing? And a lot of the caregivers say just that text message really lets them know that they're not alone and somebody's thinking about them.
I can send Molly over there to be the caregiver dog to get to show them some love.
Look at that face.
Uh-huh.
We can train him and Milo to be support dogs.
Hey, Molly.
Yeah, train him to be support dogs. But yeah, so let me see how many people. I think I sent the email out to about. I think we got like 7 people tonight for our general information session. So from 7 o'clock, and we're usually off before 8 o'clock. So between 7 and 8 o'clock on Tuesdays is the general information session. And if you know anyone that is interested in our services, please ask them to get on the website and fill out the application. I've had people to call me, and it's kind of hard for me to screen phone calls and screen emails and screen text messages and all of that. So I'm asking people to start with the website first and fill out the information on the website, and then we'll take it from there. Because it's easier for me to navigate when everything is coming to one spot instead of getting phone calls and emails and text messages. So please send people to the website to find out about information.
FrankieMaeFoundation.com. Find out what the Frankie Mae Foundation offers. Find out how it can help you as a caregiver or your family member or friend or relative, whoever it may be. Excuse me. That's a primary caregiver, and see how we can partner with you.
Yep, would love to. And again, a lot of it is word of mouth. We have one caregiver. He's probably sent 10 caregivers himself to the foundation, and all of them are hopping right in and meeting people and just having a good time. So it's all about word of mouth.
Look, one of Mama's best church friends just got on Facebook, Gilbert McCrae. Mama loved herself some Gilbert McCrae.
Well, hello, Gilbert McCrae.
And Gilbert McCrae loved himself some Frankie Mae Allen White. Even to this day, every time. Gilbert is a member of Little Rock at AME Zion Church, and very, very, very active in the church, local church, North Charlotte District, and the annual conference. And even now, when I see him, he's always talking about Frankie. Always talking about Miss Frankie.
How could you not love her? Good question. Maurice just asked about mental health resources.
Wow, great question, Maurice. Because go ahead, tell it, Nene. Tell it.
Mental Health Month. We have partnered with another nonprofit agency, and I just got the approval phone call yesterday. As a matter of fact, we've been working with another nonprofit since the end of February, beginning of March. I'm throwing some months all together, but we have been working with a nonprofit to get free therapy sessions for the caregivers. And so we got the phone call yesterday that everything has been approved. So now it's just getting all the paperwork together, but we won't be providing, but we're sourcing out to a mental health agency, and they will be providing free therapy to the caregivers.
See, that's what we do. We connect, we work in partnership with others to give caregivers the best care that they can get. Because I'm not qualified to give those type of clinical type of thingies. I know my limits.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I forgot to share about the monthly meetups as well. We also have the practitioners that come, even if they aren't the speaker for that month. We have practitioners that will come to the monthly meetup and meet the caregivers and offer their services to the caregivers outside of being the speaker for the month. So the person that facilitated the mental health component, they've been to a couple of the meetups just to, see how Frankie Mae Foundation flows, meet the caregivers, see what the needs are, and just be there. So in addition to the caregivers, we have practitioners that come to the meetups as well.
Yeah, great response there. Maurice says that's good to hear. We sometimes miss this resource for the caregiver.
Absolutely.
And that mental health component is real. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There were many a days we had to talk Venitra off a cliff.
Yes.
And because I'm not qualified, I'm not a licensed clinical therapist. There were some days she called and say, I feel like I want to jump, and I was going to say jump. but I knew that was the right thing to do.
Jump on your head. Jump on your head. And I'm glad Maurice asked that question, because a lot of times, and I think we're getting better with that, but in our community, we look at therapy sometimes as, you're not strong. Let's pray. Yeah, we need to pray, but we also need to have something behind that prayer. And so just getting rid of that stigma that you're a weak person or you don't need therapy, or we just gonna pray that away. So thank you, Maurice, for pointing that out. We, as a community, we have to do better when it comes to therapy.
Because I got a therapist. I got somebody I can call, someone who is qualified to be able to hear the things I need to share.
Mm-hmm. And we had a therapist to hop on. We have a therapist that hops on our caregiver chats every now and then. And she was on last Wednesday. And, and I asked her that. I said, well, as a therapist, do you have a therapist that? And she said, absolutely. She goes to therapy too.
Yeah, every coach needs a coach.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So please, people, find you a therapist, and whatever stage you are in. I know when I was going to grief counseling after Mama died, and it got to a point where the grief counseling was, the lady told me I was a sponge. She told me I took on other people's feelings, and it was to a point where I couldn't continue with the grief counseling after the sessions were up and they wanted us to renew if we wanted to. And I knew at that point I couldn't continue with the grief counseling. I wanted to go beyond the grief counseling and just do regular mental health therapy. So figure out what works for you and do it.
Yeah, absolutely. DC, what do you want to say about the foundation, about the Frankie Mae Foundation? And just anything, any of the things that we offer, any things we do, from monthly meetup to anything. But what stands out for you?
From the monthly meetup aspect, all of it. I enjoy all the information that the speakers bring. It's so much out there that the caregivers don't know about. So I'm just in awe over all the resources that we have brought to the caregivers, to the fact that the foundation has brought to the caregivers. And then also incorporating that with a fun activity at the end. I just think that it's just so wonderful to see how all the caregivers partake in all that. And I just enjoy that.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna top that fashion show.
That fashion show.
Look, Chico said, "Hey, RD, Chico, you don't see nobody else on here
Hey,
but RD."
Chico. He's not used to seeing me. Oh my goodness, you went way back.
Lord, I had hair.
You had hair.
I had hair. Yeah. But and going back to the fashion show, a couple of the caregivers were like, they felt like they were at an actual planned event that took time to put on. And Angela and I did not meet ahead of time. None of the caregivers met ahead of time. The DJ didn't meet ahead, like none of us. It was just, hey, this is your outfit, shop for your outfit. And when everybody showed up that Saturday, Angela was like, do it. And the fashion show was wonderful, but you would have never known we just put that together that morning.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome.
How's that for some throwbacks on Frankie Mae?
Her and Ruby. Her and Miss Daisy.
Yeah.
Look at that one right there. Look at that one right there.
Everybody say that looked like Aubrey Dean. I posted that picture one time and they were like, that looked like Aubrey Dean.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that fashion show was so fun. This month we're doing Motown Bingo. So come in your Motown outfit, sharpen up on your Motown songs, because we playing Motown Bingo and we giving away prizes.
And
I was just gonna say, and I'm just in awe over Venitra, and when she first brought this to us again, going back to that, she was always one that didn't want to be in front of people talking, but when I go and I hear her speak sometime or talk, I'm just amazed, and my heart warms just to see her stand up there in front of people and talk, and then all the things that she's doing, it's just awesome.
And when she's there in front of folks now doing her thing, and I'm with you, Ardis, I applaud her for it. But now, just like she used to, when I was speaking and stuff, and she was like, I now can get payback. I can.
Don't get long-winded like you.
Right. Now, why were you showing us the logo?
The logo, one. The picture uses because Venitra loved that picture of Mama, and so Venitra had the input on the picture. But Ardis, you actually designed the logo.
Yep,
I did.
Yep, she did. Chico talking about karaoke. Chico, we did karaoke in February. You missed out. You see, you gotta keep up with me, and then you'll know what we're doing. But yeah, we did karaoke. We did line dancing 1 month. We did karaoke 1 month. What else did we do? I'm thinking about this year. Line dancing, karaoke.
Did he say he want to be Lionel Richie?
Yeah. Hello, is it me you're looking for?
I was thinking more like Coolio.
Okay, I'm gonna figure out what our fun activity was because I'm missing something. Let
It's
me
only
see.
been, wait a minute, January, February, March. Oh, April. When did we?
Line dance. Oh, taboo. We played taboo.
Taboo.
Yeah, played taboo. So this month, Motown Bingo. June, we are having a cookout for the caregivers and their loved one. We having a cookout, and we're having a blessing of the hand ceremony by Hospice and Palliative Care in June. July, we're having a tea, and we will do a sip and paint for our fun activity in July.
Is there a lunch sponsor for this month's meetup?
Yep, Darren, who is the speaker, is also sponsoring lunch. So we got May, we got June. If anyone wants to hop on board for our July, we don't have a lunch sponsor for July.
If you are a business owner, you own a small business, and you're looking for marketing opportunities that coincide with a tax write-off, sponsor a lunch for the Frankie Mae Foundation. You get an opportunity to speak to everyone, to pass out your information so folks will know how to get in touch with you. And it's a great way to just get yourself out there so folks will know who you are, what you have to offer, to sponsor for a good cause and get a tax write-off all at the same time.
Yep, and we started this year, we started setting up resource tables at the monthly meetup. So whoever the speakers are and whoever the lunch sponsor is, they have a resource table set up there. And so throughout the meetup, they can answer questions, pass out marketing material or whatever. So that's something new we started doing this year with the resource tables. And I think that has made a huge impact as well. Along with the caregiver journal, again, Ardise, I let her know that I wanted something done, and she got it done. We got the caregiver journal for the caregivers, and it's split out by month, and they have space where they write whoever the speaker was, their contact information, and then there's a folder where they can put pamphlets and business cards and all of that in. So the journal, along with the resource tables this year, have made a big difference with the caregivers and with the monthly meetups. So we're learning as we're going. We're making adjustments. And a lot of the stuff is coming from the caregivers, what they want, what they need, and just doing some research and figuring out what works and what doesn't work. So so if anybody wants to sponsor July, August, we're doing another town hall, like we did at Weeping Willow for the east side. We're doing a town hall on the west side in August. So we'll keep everybody updated on that. So instead of our regular meetup at Weeping Willow in August, we already have the location on the west side, and so we'll have a town hall.
Awesome.
And then next year we're doing a town hall in the northern part of the county, up in Davidson. So so we're making plans for town hall in the north side. We're trying to hit all areas of Mecklenburg County and getting the caregivers so they don't feel left out. We trying to get,
and reaching that north side of the county, then those who are in Iredell County, those who up that way.
Right. Yep, because lower Iredell County can surely hop on. And we're thinking of like the Ada Jenkins Center in Davidson as the location. So we'll keep everybody keep everybody posted on that as it gets closer to that time.
Good deal.
Yep. So
it's six. What time is it? 6:22.
6:20, 6:22. But so again, our May meetup is May 27th. If you get on our website, you can find the sign up form under the caregiver, under the monthly meetup tab. Sign up. Again, we already had 30 people signed up already within a week. And deadline to RSVP if you need someone to sit with your loved one is Monday. It's Monday the 15th.
Take advantage of that. Take advantage of it.
Yep, Monday the 15th. If you need care for your loved one, please RSVP. And there's a space on the form if you need care for your loved one, because we need to get that set up with the outside agency, and they have to come and do an assessment and meet you and meet your loved one. So May 15th, if you want care for your loved one. If you don't, what did Linda say? Are these be blessing the caregivers with the hairdo at that moment?
Linda
is
last
fun.
week she turned the cafe, Weeping Willow Cafe, into the Weeping Willow Beauty Salon. Then I went to her house on yesterday because I told the folks who were in the chair that we were going to charge them booth rent. So apparently they didn't like what I said about charging them booth rent. So when I went to Ardisa's house on yesterday, that same person was getting their hair done at Ardisa's house.
She said, I ain't paying y'all no booth rent. I do it at the house.
Linda is funny.
Yep. So we, and then what? Oh, and if you don't need care for your loved one and you want to come, RSVP by the 22nd to be counted for lunch. And again, RSVP if you want lunch.
Because I'm telling you now, if you don't RSVP for that for the cookout, I'm eating your hamburger and your hot dog.
Lord, and Mr. Calvin probably not on here, but I think Mr. Calvin more excited about the cookout than I am. He has already told me he got the meat man lined up. He know what meat we gonna get, and he gonna get the meat man. So the cookout is gonna be good. Yep, Mr. Calvin is ready.
That's just how the Frankie Mae Foundation roll. We're gonna do it right. Because it's all about the caregivers.
And Mr. Calvin sent me a picture today. We have Frankie Mae Foundation t-shirts for sale. And Mr. Calvin sent me a picture. He ordered 4 t-shirts and they came today. So he sent me a picture of his 4 t-shirts.
Yay.
As our time is winding up. Ardise, how have you enjoyed your first Talk About It Tuesday with us?
I've enjoyed it. I will be back now that I can get on.
Yes, now that you can get on.
I've enjoyed it.
And Nini, I think next week I'll reach out to a therapist to see if we can get. I won't say the name out there right now until I talk with her, just to see if we can get a therapist on there, because that was a great. I knew that you were working on the partnership, and that was a great. I'm glad that Maurice brought that up. So we'll bring a therapist on and just talk.
Sounds good.
Good idea.
Mental Health Month. Yep, absolutely. But yep, I'm excited about that. We got another meeting the end of this week to try to get all the final details worked out with that. But that'll be, and how it is when it's state agencies involved. It takes time, and it takes patience to get that stuff done.
Yep.
So it's done. It's done.
As always, thank you all for being a part of Talk About It Tuesday, this special 5:30 edition. Thank you, Venitra, our executive director. Thank you, Ardise, our board member who stays behind the scenes.
You're welcome.
And love you all.
Love y'all too. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.